Good morning, happy peoples. Hope you're having an awesome day. Oh, I'm getting attacked by bugs here. Today is day, well, I need to go fix some heating stuff, so I'm gonna go bring you guys with me for that. I've just got a call. They've got a modulating heating coil that stopped working. Long story short, this commercial building, it just blows heat constantly. And right now, I don't know if you noticed, but we are dealing with absolutely beautiful and warm Alaska. Having heat blowing right now is not a good thing. Those of you that are new to our channel, welcome. I always want to try to point out that we have a lot of people being added to this YouTube family. So if you're new here, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button and being a part. And what we do here at Summers in Alaska is we just share our life, share our family here in Alaska, try to give you guys some tips, and we want you to feel like you're part of our family. We really do. That's what we're about. And right now I'm gonna go fix this heating system. Some people have asked, like, do you guys like script your videos and like you come up with? The answer is no. We wing. Our videos are literally, we're winging as we go. I literally pulled out my camera, didn't even know what I was gonna say, and here I am talking to you. So that's, sometimes I'm very surprised to watch our vlogs to see what we even did. All right, let's get to the job site. Love those. So this control system, this heating system, was from the early 90s, which was cutting edge at the time. So it's, I always like when you got to pull in the old guy here to go figure it out, because I worked on kind of the tail end of that really old system. That mostly functional. We'll try to, you know, always upgrade if they'll allow it, but it's expensive, you know, so we'll probably try to patch it up and get it going for them. Just got a call. Nena is actually, I think she found an apartment, and it is the exact same one or same exact layout that my wife and I lived in when we first got married. So over here at North Star Rentals. So I'm gonna go swing in here and see if we can do a quick tour and show you what it was like for our first place, and maybe the place that Nena's gonna be. I'm pretty sure she's getting this one, so we'll see.
We were young and we were free and running.
Beaver Lake Resort. So this is where we first stayed when we got married. So if you guys do need to find a place to rent, they don't open up very often, to be honest. But give them a call, talk to Jesse. Jesse's the man. Matter of fact, a lot of what we have done in our rentals is because I've talked to Jesse and picked his brain and tried to figure out what do you do for like rental forms and all that. So, but great place to stay. And I think they go month to month after the lease is up. So you can kind of just, it's a little more flexible, but good luck finding a place. Like someone put in a notice and the next day they rented it. So it's, yeah, but let's go check it out. Now, are we gonna look at two apartments or just one?
I think just one. I think the 2-bedroom.
Well, I did not feel comfortable videoing. We literally did a walkthrough of the unit while the other tenants were there. So we'll show you after she gets moved in, of course. But I think it's a very nice layout. 2-bedroom, 1 bath, open floor plan, 900 square feet. It'll be very comfortable for her. Has like a coin-op laundry system, but you know, she'll probably just come over to our house and do laundry. But it's nice having options. I gotta ask you, what was your honest opinion of the place after looking at it?
Wonderful.
Yes?
I'm excited. Yes.
Okay.
I think it's gonna work great. It's got a lot of room and I'm all for it. I'm ready.
All right, before I take off here, I'm gonna sit, like I said, talking to Jesse, and we set up a lot of what we have even for forms or ideas and rentals from North Star Rentals and Jesse and previously Jerry Kerner. So I was just gonna ask him like rents, because you guys had, like, how many apartments do you guys rent here?
50 apartments and then 4 houses.
And how often do you have openings come up?
Pretty regular. I'm gonna say once every couple months we'll have openings. They usually go within a week though. I mean, they're usually very fast. So
Just give us a ballpark. Like what would rentals be for a, I don't know, efficiency or a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom?
Studios start off at $700. Our 1-bedrooms start off at $875 to $900 range, and our 2-bedrooms run on $1,075 to like a high side of $1,200.
You guys have any houses at all you rent, or pretty much just the apartments?
We do have some houses. M68 Real Estate actually would be the brokerage that has the houses. That is in the same office. We have kind of some ballparks there, a low side of like $1,600 up to a high side of like $2,600. That's in the again, the single family houses. Of course, those have garages, things like that.
Utilities on top of that then?
Correct. So for the apartments, all utilities are included except for electric.
Well, I sure appreciate you letting me pick your brain here. So if you guys come in here, this is, and these guys typically tend to rent, I would say, below market value, wouldn't you say? Or toward us?
We try to be just a little under on the apartment side. The housing is probably right at average.
Right at market value.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Leave me a comment down below, guys. Let me know, are these rental prices or house renting, or is it somewhere close to where you are? Or is it higher, lower? I would love to know, and maybe sound off like where you're from. That would be awesome.
Hello, happy peoples. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, let me start off by saying, okay, first off, it's a beautiful day. It feels like summertime. It's like 74 degrees. It's fantastic. So the power has gone off at our house. We're not sure if it's like in the area or if it's just our house, because when the power went off, we heard a loud bang. So that's never a good sign. Pretty much we were just finishing up the school for the day, and I was making some soup and the power went out, and so everything kind of came to a standstill. So I was like, you know what, we're going outside. We're going outside early because it is beautiful. It's like 74 degrees. It feels amazing. I did wake up with a massive headache this morning, like excruciatingly painful headache, and I was like, what the deal? Guess what Jessica ate last night before Jessica went to bed? Jessica ate crackers. Yep, I was taking crackers and I was dipping them in almond butter. It's amazing. It's like perfect. It's like a nice crunch, but still kind of has some nutrients in it. Not a good sign. We are just out and about here in the yard. That was the thing I was going to tell you guys. So many of you have been asking about our yard and what we're going to do with it. As you can see, we live on dirt. I am very accustomed to living on dirt. Every property that we have built, I've lived on dirt for years. So this is not new to me. The only time I've had grass is when we were in our rental unit. We're gonna have grass. We're gonna have grass.
I like grass.
But then you can't build mud pies. Yeah.
It's gonna be a cake. It's a nut chocolate cake.
Oh,
and I'm making a 3-layer.
3-layer. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, I got it. Strong muscles.
Killing it.
Daddy! Ready? Let's hope this turns out good. Look at that.
That's pretty good, Evelyn.
it.
It's fantastic. So many of you have been asking on what we are going to be doing with our yard. Yes, we are going to put in grass. It's quite expensive to put in a lawn. We have to bring in material like topsoil, and then we have to get it all seeded or seed it ourselves, which I might do, but man, this is a big yard. This is a big yard. So I'm gonna get some pricing on some hydro seeding and seeing how much that is. But another thing is that we need to paint. This is not our finished house color. This is just the color that the material came. So we still need to paint, and the thought is to paint before we put in grass, because why would we want to risk getting paint on the grass? So it might be a little while. I don't even know if we're gonna get it in by this summer, to be perfectly honest with you. But like I said, I've lived on dirt for a while, so I'm very accustomed to it. I know it takes time, it takes patience, and it also takes money. We've got to be smart, we've got to save it up, we've got to budget, we've got to prioritize what we want to actually accomplish, and make the most important things the first things. So if we want to get this painted, because even I think to like just paint the entire outside of this house, just material alone is a lot of money. Then of course I want to do landscaping. I know you guys have been like, what are you gonna do with landscaping? Well, the idea, I'll tell you my thought. I don't know when this will come to fruition, but I'll show you what I'm kind of thinking. Walk our front entrance here, and we have quite a long duration, and then our parking. So like our driveway comes up, and then like our parking area, right? I would like to create a pathway that is either made out of like gravel or pavers or some type of decorative concrete that kind of just goes from our front area and goes all the way over to here, so people they're not walking on lawn when there is one, and not walking on dirt as it is right now. And then just make this all nice and big green grass for everyone to just nice, pretty open. Eventually I would love to plant some trees. In case you don't know, Alaska can actually have fruit trees here. There's some different varieties that are actually do really well here that I'm going to be looking into. I'm not super knowledgeable about it, but I do know that you can do fruit trees, which would be so fun. I'm going to put in a fence. I'm going to put in kind of like a rustic wooden fence that's going to kind of line the driveway here, kind of come up this way, and segment it from the walking area to where our actual lawn is going to be. So that's the thought. Eventually, at some point, could be years, could quite possibly be years before I see that, but that's in the old queue here. So I hope you guys are doing great today. I think we might head to some water area because it is so nice out. It's so nice out. What are you doing?
I'm starving. I have no way to heat my food up. There's no power. So I'm about to get like city boy Alaska and find a way to make some heat with something out of the trailer.
Okay. Eventually I'd like this gone. That's a goal. I'm thinking though that when I do paint the house, I'm just gonna match it. That way it kind of looks like it goes together, and I gotta clean all that. Sometimes if you let it, you can get really overwhelmed really quick. I have a lot to do. A lot of work, a lot of things. But I'm ready.
So last night, I wanted to learn how to drive a car, and
You like drove like with pedals and everything, and he said you did pretty good, right?
yeah, I had a little bit of rust on the beginning, but cause like when I hit the brake, it went like I jerked it.
Yeah.
But after that, I just went softly.
Good job, kiddo.
Yeah.
High five.
Power?
Okay.
That's overrated.
Overrated.
Actually, I guess I could use the grill,
Yeah, you could just use the grill.
but I was just gonna plug in a microwave and heat up my burger.
Oh. Did you call GVA?
I did.
What'd they say?
I don't think they're aware of power outage, but I heard a really loud bang when the power went out. So I'm guessing that might be our transformer might have blown up. Who knows? It might be out for weeks.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, let's go see how he's gonna jimmy rig on heating up his food from a generator. It's my rough and tough Alaskan man.
That is how you take a power outage and make it a fun adventure. All right, power's back on like literally as soon as my burgers and the soup was done heating up. After all that setup. If your power go out, it's not a major thing here in the summer. However, in the wintertime, it's kind of obviously a serious deal because you don't have heat. Making sure you guys have some water in case you do have some power go out. It's kind of a good idea, right? Nice to have water. Mm-hmm. Dovetail onto a lot of the rental things that were happening. I thought I should probably do like a commercial for my dad. So if you are looking for a house here, I'll leave the link in the description. I mean, you can't work with everyone, but if you can't work with someone, can you like refer someone out just in case someone's looking for a house? And
Sure.
the problem is Dad's like semi-retired, so he tries not to do too much. And he's got like a lot of listings. He just listed like a $500,000 house, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. I was talking to them earlier about rental prices and how things are a little crazy. How is the real estate market right now in this area?
Strong, but it's going to get stronger for the next 2 or 3 years while the F-35 squadrons are coming in. So pricing's going to get a little higher, maybe a little higher. And availability is going to be a bigger problem, I would guess. Like being semi-retired allows me to spend as much time with people as I want to and not have to worry about hurrying up to make money. So I have a good time with real estate, and I get good referrals from people because I've always treated them fair. Good way to do things. You sleep well at night.
Summers and Associates Realtors, and I can't vouch for everyone over there, but my dad is a real estate agent there. We'll leave a link. I'll put his email down there. If you guys are looking for a place, if you are moving here, I mean, obviously I'm biased because he's my dad, but I've used him for all of our real estate transactions. So definitely, he can at least point you in the right direction, even if he's too busy. So burning out hot. I think we're gonna actually head to the river and see if it's thawed out enough and like warm. I'm pretty sure it is. So I think that's where we're gonna head.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling.
It is a blistering 74 degrees out. We decided to come down to the river. We love coming down here in the summertime because there's like a little beach area.
This is the same place we took them when we showed them the frozen water there.
Oh yeah, a couple weeks ago. So we're definitely not swimming because that water is still very frigid.
We're gonna put our feet in there.
There, we're gonna go put our feet in.
And I'm wondering why we have life vests in, just in case we fall. So
That's right. We want to be safe. Decided to come down here, just enjoy the time, enjoy the weather, because you got to soak it up here in the AK. You don't get long of this, so let's go have some fun down by the river. Don't know why it went that way, but you know, you just can't say down by the river without going down by the river. Okay, let's go.
Feet in.
That is some cold water.
Oh my God.
Probably 35-degree water, if I had to
We
guess.
were free and running. Never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was
Fun, buddy?
smiling. We were young and drunk in love. A few years later I have started thinking, if it's just love in every glass I'm drinking, we're like one and without you I'm sinking.
Okay.
I'm always shining next to you. Oh, I got you. There's no reason to chasing pavement on my own. 'Cause you're here
Good job, bud.
to stay every night and day. I'm delighted 'cause I got you. I have
Supposedly, there's like a storm blowing in.
That's what my mom said. Like thunder, lightning, all the things. Wind, rain.
As long as it's not snow, I'm good.
Yeah. I actually really
Hey,
like.
Garrett, do not pray for snow, please.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. No, no, stop. Appreciate you guys coming along. A lot of fun and neat things coming up, so stay tuned for that this weekend and next week. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell them.
You're not gonna tell them?
Nope.
It's gonna be some fun things happening. The summer's kicking off, man. We've got all kinds of fun adventures planned.
Okay, these kids are way too wound here, so I think we're gonna sign off here. So, did you guys already do a closeout?
Yes.
You wanna cut to the closeout?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye. YouTube channel.
You were young and unaware. Oh, I got you. There's no reason to chasing payment on my own. 'Cause you're here to stay every night and day.